As soon as I hit record on this one, I realized that I am literally wearing the same shirt that I was yesterday where I recorded. So that is how my quarantine is going. Today, it seems like the weeks go by really fast, which I guess is probably a good thing when all we have to do is, kind of stay at home and try to stay safe. So if you get everything done today, and you're caught up from this week, then you are good to go for tomorrow. And like we've done 2 weeks ago, we'll give you the little 3-day weekend. Okay, so let's dive into what we got to do today from Classroom. The first thing I want you to do on Classroom as a class comment is you're going to answer a journal question. We haven't done a journal since last week, so journal question today. I want to pretend that you are having a conversation with yourself from the beginning of this year. So at the beginning of your freshman year, you're sitting down and having a conversation with that person. Your journal prompt is, what would you tell past you from the middle of August about what to expect for this year? So I'll go first. I think for me, I would tell myself to, first of all, that the fall semester is going to go fast, and to enjoy the time with the students I had then. And then I think I would definitely give myself a heads up to not take for granted seeing students on a daily basis because, third quarter, I think, went really smoothly and went kind of quickly. But in the back of my head, I just kept thinking we had another quarter to go. And yeah, it kind of sucks not being able to see you all. So that would be the advice I'd give myself if I had a conversation with August, Mr. DeSlover. So start out with the journal, post it as a class comment. Again, full paragraphs are appreciated and rewarded with full points. After that, you're going to move over to a subordination exercise. We're still drilling down on sentence structure, making sure we know how to use sentence structure to accurately convey meaning. So you have a subordination packet on Classroom if you need to go back and look at that. But realistically, if you look right here, I've given you the main rules, okay? The main rules about starting with the dependent clause, we use a comma. If we're going to end with the dependent clause, we don't need one. So those are your main rules there, and you're going to have 10 items. You are deciding whether or not they are correctly punctuated. If they are correctly punctuated, just go to the end of the sentence and type correct. If they are not correctly punctuated and you got to go add a comma somewhere or delete a comma somewhere, go ahead and do that. Okay. If you have questions, please reach out to me, but please consult the subordination packet first because I think a lot of you really have these skills. We're just reinforcing them. Remember, some of those words that make a clause dependent, because, since, when, if, okay, all of those words where if you started a sentence with it, you would feel like you need more to complete it. That's subordination. So I know we've spent time doing that, but just a nice little refresher. If we get that, when we're done with that, make sure it gets turned in on Classroom. You will have a assignment, the Price of Freedom online selection test. We're going to keep up that flow right now with the selection tests. There is a question on the online selection test that asks you to revise a sentence or with the best revision for a sentence, and your subordination skills will be very helpful to get that question right on the selection test. For those of you who have been doing a good job giving full responses to the selection test, the written responses, keep it up. Text evidence, answering all parts of the question, making sure that it's relevant, making sure that's actually answering what's being asked and not just giving me a summary for some reason. Those people are doing a whole lot better on the online selection tests. Remember, the online selection tests are open book or open reading. So you can have the Price of Freedom, like I do right now, open on another tab. You can have that open as you take the online selection test. That's absolutely okay. All right. These are complex questions that are asking you to kind of find the answer within the text, which is a more relevant skill than just, hey, what do you remember? So remember that's how, next year when you guys are sophomores, that's how the state test is going to look, is having the text over to the left-hand side and some stimulus questions over on the right-hand side. So it's a good practice for that. So remember that it's open book. If you do have any questions, you can always reach out to me, remind, email, Zoom. I'm available if you're just confused. But again, try using your resources first. I don't mind answering questions, but answering questions that maybe I've answered on this video or that are in the instructions, that's kind of a waste of everybody's time. So do the instructions first, or check the instructions first, watch this video first, use your resources first. If you're still stuck, then go ahead and check with me. Remember to turn things in. Remember to mark things as done. That's how I know you're done and can give you credit. It's been a good week. If you're on track and you've gotten everything done, I appreciate you. It makes my life a whole lot easier. Stay safe, stay healthy, help out where you can, and we will check back in next week. We're going to get started on some writing. So enjoy your long weekend. We'll see you all on Monday.